Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I'm going to be doing a reading for Pisces. Welcome, my Pisceans, my fish. Ooh, let's go ahead and take that. So this is a reading for the collective for Pisces. So I'm not tapping into any one person's energy. If you would like a reading so I can look at your individual energies, you can schedule your own appointment in the description box, probably below. You can find the information to do that. So take what resonates and leave the rest. So let's get started. All right, Pisces. In the past, you've been in the energy of hope. I'm getting the feeling that hope has been a tool that you have incorporated a lot into your life. I feel like you've had this deep desire to finally be the person that you've always wanted to be, because and find inner harmony. There's a multi-dimensional aspect of who you are that's coming through. Maybe you are having a spiritual awakening, or you did in the past, connecting with other aspects of who you are. For some of you, I'm getting this real mediumship, connecting with those who have crossed. It feels like you might have experienced a lot of thinning of the veils between the dimensions of remembering that you're much more than just this 3D personality. Wow. It feels like for a lot of you that you're the only one in your home, the only one around you, or so it feels, who is having this experience. And so there's been a lack of support. Well, it feels so sad, like a grief, because it feels like a calling to be your authentic self, to be yourself, or stay. Wow. Or stay with people who are not ready to evolve, are not willing to do the work. And so it created a lot of competition and conflict and disagreements and tension. It just feels very heartbreaking. I can see why hope is the spark in the dark that's been keeping you going. This has been difficult. Have I made that clear? I can tune in and I just want to validate. I know everybody has their own story that's very individual and independent of their consciousness, of their awakening, of choosing the red pill. I feel like you're learning so many lessons about who you are, and you're seeing things and seeing yourself and seeing what you I want to say settled for, but you didn't know better. You were unconscious to these energies that you were in. So I'm getting like, be gentle with yourself. There's also what's happening is there's this, you're getting more and more happy with, just because you're finally being yourself. It feels like a wish come true, like you have emotional stability and satisfaction. Feels like you're building a foundation, not outside of yourself, so you can then maybe feel stable and confident. It feels like you're switching gears to, I'm going to build the self-confidence here and the stability here, and allow my reflection in the 3D to catch up to this stability. So do you see what I mean? Like, instead of trying to control things out in your environment and the people and the situations, you are working on yourself. And some of you might be already receiving that reflection back, and some of you can just feel that it's on its way, like a lot of dreams coming true. You were in a mental prison, or it felt like it, and you're releasing negative thoughts. You're open. It's like this freedom. I get the feeling that you, for a long time, looked for a key to your salvation outside of yourself. And with this new perspective, you realize that you had the key all the time. A very Dorothy moment of Wizard of Oz, realizing that you had the ability to go home and find your stability and your peace all the time. But really, Dorothy couldn't have gone home, or she would have just been in the same exact place of not feeling enough. Instead, she had to go through all these trials, all these lessons, to learn about herself, to learn how strong she really is, to face her fears, to see things from a new point of view. Wow. All right. Pisces, in present time, you are in the energy of Six of Pentacles, material and spiritual prosperity. It feels like the more you are becoming financially stable, balanced, that your environment is starting to show you that reflection. There's something in the past, it feels like there was an imbalance. It feels like you gave a lot more to connections than you received. It feels like why you were constantly in this mode of giving more than receiving, and being comfortable in that mode, was something to do with the childhood issue where your parents made you feel inadequate, maybe like a burden, and they rejected you over and over again. And so when people need you, you felt safe, because originally in your family of origin, if you were needed and valued, then you would be safe to live. They would feed you and house you. There's something to do with your survival, that you had that I'm not enough, and people reflecting that to you, maybe being attracted to people who will also reflect that you're not enough, but keep you in that mode of working really hard to prove yourself. Now it feels like you're giving to yourself. Yeah, you are moving away. You are leaving that behind. You're leaving the old you behind, the old you who didn't feel inadequate, the old you. I'm getting in that black and white kind of pre-Oz energy, and you're moving towards the Technicolor. Wow. There's a possible sudden change coming. It all depends on what timeline you're on. For some of you, this hasn't happened. For some of you, it's already happened. And for some of you, it's like you're on a tower moment, some kind of revelation, insight. I feel like you've had a lot of tower moments. I'm getting a lot of red pill, like the Matrix, a lot of truth. Archangel Michael, seeing the truth. You can't handle the truth. I'm not seeing this tower as a disaster. I'm seeing this as one more step to you seeing things. I feel like you've opened the door to truth about the situation, about yourself, little by little, dealt with it, processed. The door opens more and more as you are able to see. There's something really beautiful about this tower moment, about being protected, to get you on the right path, your right timeline, your highest and greatest timeline. It's a correction. It feels like, when you're driving on the interstate and there's the, it feels like you hit that to let you know you're veering off the road, and it'll kind of jolt you awake and help you re-steer. So it's definitely attention getting. Right now, it feels like things aren't going as quickly as you would like them to be, and it's really frustrating. I mean, really frustrating. Oh, okay. That's a lot of cups. I think part of you doubts. It feels like this has been going on for a long time. Maybe there haven't been enough rewards. And so you're like, I really stepped out of my comfort zone to find who I am. I don't think I could go back. But there's this, just a doubt of, your doubt feels like you might be punishing yourself. It might be an echo of the rejection that you're so used to feeling. I have a feeling that there's this rejection, chasing after people cycle. And since growing up, people told you this is what love is. What love is you working really hard to be worthy of the attention that I give you, instead of you're worthy and valuable no matter what you do. So there's an energy within you, possibly. So even if someone in your past that you've gotten rid of, people who keep you in that rejection cycle, there's energy in your space, maybe thoughts that are still punishing you and rejecting you. a really tough inner critic. So even if there's not someone else around to play this game with you, you're still equating that with love. Like you're still trying to win at that game instead of realizing that nobody wins, and to let go of that. I feel like you just want to be happy. You just you're you're working on being realigned. It feels like you keep finding your balance. No matter how difficult things get, you keep finding your balance. Mhm. Wow. Keep going. You're doing great. It might not feel that way. You're doing great. All right, your higher self, Pisces, is saying crown chakra. Let me tune in why we're looking at your crown chakra. Okay, so focus, looking at letting go of how certain situations are pulling on your crown. It's like you're still giving your attention energetically to situations and people who, um, again, it feels like a habit, instead of, if I clear that crown chakra and release that, allowing new energies to come in to that crown. It feels like you have invested a lot in this journey that you're on. And again, validating that it doesn't feel like you've gotten a lot of results in the 3D, and it might be feeling exhausting. As I'm tuning into this, I'm a little concerned about your restlessness and needing. Okay, this is also a response that I'm getting. Some of you might be so used to having something to solve, that some energy from growing up and that you've recreated wants to keep you busy trying to work something out. But now that you've let go of that, like a mental prison of trying to fix a relationship, trying to fix by keeping you in that energy, you don't realize that there's no fix, that it's just a horrible, you're being used, that there's a better use of your energy and time. And so now that you don't have these toxic type of relationships in your space, there's a boredom in your space, in your thinking, that there's not enough going on. But really, you've cleared space for something healthy to come in. Don't go back to needing to fill up all your space. Having this, enjoy this space. You don't have to figure out someone else, how to please someone else all the time. You have created space so you can just enjoy who you are, where you're at, and appreciate you and send your energy to yourself. Wow, Pisces. That's a powerful shift. Giving to yourself first. Can you give yourself permission to give to yourself first? All right, your challenge right now is spiritual strength. Your challenge right now is realizing that it begins with energy. It doesn't begin with the 3D and then you work your way back to the spirit energy. It's energy first. Ooh. Your challenge right now, I feel like this is related to the tower, is keeping clear. Keeping clear about your truth, about truth itself. There might be a little bit of an ego death in this energy. To not get embroiled or back into some kind of conflict. Feel like some people from your past might be coming back in to pull you back into this energy. To ooh. Saying some things that hurt your heart purposefully to put you in a tailspin. I'm getting, these people are hurt. They're hurting. Not that it excuses behavior, but they are amping up their resistance to change as you are changing. So as you get lighter, they might be going darker to balance out, and they want to pull you back. They feel very unconscious. So just to have some compassion for where they're at, not to join them, not that much compassion, but not to make them out to be bad. Yeah, they're in a real lie energy and could be really cruel. I think the amount of cruelty is shocking, but I feel like they have to dial it up to get a rise out of you. But it's okay. You're abundant. You're in Empress mode, accomplished, evolving. You're taking action towards you becoming the you you've always wanted to be. You look good. So, all right, Pisces, this is your reading. Take care. Bye.